Okay, I want to talk about a character that I think should appear in Mortal Kombat 3, and that's Kenshi Takahashi. Over the last two movies, we've seen the filmmakers introduce a lot of important Mortal Kombat characters, but there are still several fan favorites who haven't made the jump to live action yet. For me, Kenshi is one of the biggest names still missing from the roster, and honestly, I think Mortal Kombat 3 would be the perfect place to introduce him. For those who aren't familiar with the games, Kenshi is a skilled swordsman who loses his eyesight but gains powerful psychic abilities. Using his ancestral sword, Sento, and his connection to spiritual forces, he becomes one of Earthrealm's strongest warriors. What makes Kenshi interesting is that he doesn't rely on traditional powers like fire, ice, or lightning. His abilities are more focused on telekinesis, heightened awareness, and spiritual energy. That alone would help him stand out from the other characters we've already seen in the movies. One reason I think Kenshi would work well in Mortal Kombat 3 is because he brings something different to the team. Characters like Liu Kang, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero already fill very specific roles within the story. Kenshi would add another perspective. He's often portrayed as a more independent character who prefers working alone and doesn't immediately trust others. That creates opportunities for character development if he's forced to work alongside Earthrealm's champions. Instead of introducing another fighter who's immediately part of the team, the movies could explore how Kenshi gradually becomes one of their most important allies. There's also a lot of story potential that comes with the character. In the games, Kenshi has connections to several major figures, including Ermac. Many fans have wanted to see Ermac appear in a larger role, and introducing Kenshi could help set that rivalry naturally. Their history is one of the more interesting relationships in Mortal Kombat lore, and it's something the movies could adapt in their own way. Another reason I'd like to see Kenshi join the franchise is that he helps expand the world beyond the tournament itself. His story often deals with ancient bloodlines, spiritual powers, and the history of his family. That gives the writers new material to explore while still staying connected to the larger Mortal Kombat universe. As the films continue introducing outworld threats and bigger conflicts, characters like Kenshi can help make the world feel larger and more developed. From an action perspective, there's plenty of potential as well. A sword fighter with psychic abilities offers a very different fighting style compared to most of the current roster. The filmmakers could create some unique fight sequences by combining sword combat with telekinetic attacks and defensive abilities.
It wouldn't require changing the character dramatically either, since those elements have always been central to who Kenshi is. What I also like about Kenshi is that despite his powers, he still feels human. He's not a god, he's not an immortal specter. He's a warrior who has endured serious hardship and found a way to keep fighting. That makes him easy to root for and gives audiences someone they can connect with. As Mortal Kombat continues introducing stronger and more dangerous villains, characters like Kenshi help keep the balance by providing heroes who are powerful but still vulnerable. At this point, Mortal Kombat 3 feels like the right moment to start bringing in some of these fan-favorite characters. The foundation of the franchise has already been established. We've met many of the core fighters, and now the movies have room to expand their roster and explore new stories. For me, Kenshi should be near the top of that list. Whether he's introduced as an ally to Earthrealm, a lone warrior pursuing his own mission, or someone who becomes involved in the conflict later in the movie, I think there's plenty of room for him in the story. And if the filmmakers are planning multiple sequels, bringing him in now would also help set up future storylines involving characters like Ermac and other supernatural threats. But what do you guys think? Should Kenshi appear in Mortal Kombat 3? Would you want him to be one of the main characters, or should the movie save a bigger role for him in a future sequel? And which Mortal Kombat character do you think deserves to be introduced next? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and if you enjoy Mortal Kombat discussions, movie theories, and character breakdowns, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.